Greetings Africa, greetings Zimbabwe, greetings Zambia, Togo, Rwanda. Welcome to Selling Like a Vendor podcast. It's your boy, Nyazungu, aka the Chartered Vendor. We are now almost 2.5 weeks into January. Are you guys selling? Are you guys making money? So today, we've got a topic which probably most of the people are going to find it offensive. Some are going to find it justified. But anyway, here we speak it as it is. We don't mince our words. We just talk about what we've observed, whether people like it or not. I know that on social media, especially on Twitter, it was awash with messages, people saying, why do you guys make people run? Why do you guys use all those kind of methods when you're interviewing people? But anyway, we're not going to answer that. We're just going to continue doing what we are doing and to change the mindset of Africans. It's very difficult to liberate people because even those who are in the bondage of slavery, they don't even want to be liberated. Ask those who fought the liberation war. So today, I'm going to be talking about this topic, degree or no degree when you're recruiting salespeople. Recruitment is a big issue in sales, and most of the people, they struggle with recruitment. So I'm going to touch on that because most of the people come to me and say, Jerry, how can I get good salespeople? And it's very difficult to find them because there are only 1% of them, and it's also difficult to get them. But on this case now, I'm going to discuss about, this actually happened when I started my business. And when I started my business, I was busy focusing on degrees. I would think that those guys with degrees are better salespeople. They are better employees. They are better staff members. But to the contrary, I think I discovered late that it's not like that. It's not like when you have a degree, it means you're smart. It also doesn't mean that if someone doesn't have a degree, it doesn't mean that they're smart. So back in 2019, I still remember, we carried out a survey where we interviewed about 50 marketers. And some of them, we actually employed them. Some of them had degrees and some of them didn't have. Out of those guys who didn't have, I think we had about 10 salespeople, 1 to 5. These guys were beating the guys with degrees. And the 5 guys didn't have degrees. They only had O level and A level. And the 6th one was actually much better than the ones with degrees. What you observed was this person was not doing a marketing or a business related degree. That person was doing sociology. So why is that people without degrees or people without academic qualifications are doing better than those with degrees? So here I'm going to be pointing out 7 reasons why people without degrees are doing it better than those with degrees. So number 1 is passion. Yeah, sales requires someone who is passionate. Non-degree sales people, they don't take sales as pastime. Someone with a degree in engineering, when they get into sales, what they just say is, I just want to do sales for 3 months because I don't have a job. Most of the African countries, we struggle with high unemployment rate. Hence, when someone is getting into sales, they're saying it's a pastime job. That's why most of the people are actually struggling. Whilst the guy without a degree, the guy with O level or A level, they are saying this is an opportunity for me. I won't get another second chance to get into getting this. I won't be getting this job anytime soon. But the guy with the degree saying it's very easy for me to jump from another job to another job because I have a degree. So number 1, it's passion. Number 2, it's patience. The guys with degrees, they don't have patience, guys. They don't want to start from the bottom. I don't know what people are being taught in the universities, but I believe that most of the people, when they come out of university, they think that they're going to come out as managers, as supervisors with offices with aircons, driving big cars. But unfortunately, you have to start from the bottom. And most of them, they are not humble enough they are not patient enough. They don't want to start with $300. They don't start with $200. They want to start with thousands of dollars. They want to start at 4 figures, 5-figure salaries, which is impossible. And sales, also, obviously, it rewards people who are patient. I'll tell you, even when I started off as a vendor, I would sell 1 airtime card, 5 cigarettes, 5 sweets. It was very difficult. But when I was persistent. Every day, I'm coming to work. I'm doing it every day. I started getting results. So if you want to be rewarded in sales, your first month, don't expect to make sales. In other jobs, even your second month, don't expect to make sales. Even in other jobs, your third month, you won't be making sales. But who knows? You'll start making sales probably after 6 months. So that's what sales is. It's a game of patience. So guys without degrees are patient than the guys with degrees. That's another difference. Then, on point number 3, what I've observed, willingness to learn. Yay! What I noticed is when the guys were coming out of university and they actually, when you employ them, the first thing which they'll ask, they'll start whispering to each other. Okay, so Jerry is going to be our MD. Jerry is going to be our CEO. Which degree does he have? If Jerry doesn't have a degree, they no longer listen to him because they say, we are going to only listen to those who are learned or who are more learned than us. A big mistake, because the guy we are going to work for probably has got O-level, probably is actually is grade 2 graduate. But that guy, he started a company. He's employing 120 people. You are not employing people, so you rather listen, you learn from him because he has built something. So it doesn't mean that you only have to have certificates for you to learn. So you notice people without degrees are willing to learn. When you tell them something, they take it seriously. They don't take offense when you're correcting them. They are willing to learn. So that's another difference why people without degrees are actually beating those with degrees. Then number 4, resilience. It's hot, it's cold, it's tough. Some with that degree, they're willing to be unreasonable. They are willing to push because they're saying, this is all what I have. Sales has got a lot of rejection. Hence, if you're not resilient, you're going to find it very difficult. You're supposed to be resilient. So what I noticed and I discovered is those with degrees in marketing, when they see that they're being told to call at least 40 clients, they're being told to book at least 5 meetings a day, they say the environment is toxic. Let me look for another job. They get another job. But when the time they'll realize when they're now 30, 35 years old, their CV, I interviewed someone who's 35 years old, and that person has worked for 15 companies. And that person has never worked for more than a year for any company. Who is going to recruit that person? I wonder, those 15 companies which are recruiting him, what were they actually looking for? Personally, I won't take someone who is a nomad. We're not going to take coincidence in this company. Anyway, that's okay, guys. No offense to the coincidence. That's what they do. That's the culture. So, another thing, number 5, drive. Hunger. The guy without a degree is more hungry, guys. When you're in the streets, I was in the streets without a degree personally. I didn't have any qualification by then, although I went on to acquire a couple of some qualifications. But by that time, we'll be saying, if I'm going to hustle, I'm in Harare right now, but if I'm going to get to hustle, I'll go back to Atomba in our rural areas. So I'll say drive. Drive with people without degrees have got drive, guys. They are willing to do whatever it takes. But I'm not saying if you don't have a degree, you are smart. And I'm not also saying if you've got a degree, it means you're a problem. Get me correct. Get me right, guys, on this one. I'm not saying everyone without a degree is smart. I'm saying there are young people. Some of them, they had 15 points, but they failed to proceed into universities. Some of them, they're actually smart once they're grade 7, but they fail to proceed to a O-level. It doesn't mean that they're not smart. We also have very good young guys, even the guys who are on my videographer. I've got Golden and Peter here. These guys, they've got degrees, but they're some of the best videographers I have. I don't have difficulties working with them. So it doesn't mean that when you doesn't have a degree, you are going to be smart. Okay, Relatability. What I've also discovered is, on point number 6, the guys without degrees, sometimes I've discovered that most of the people, like in our native, in Zimbabwe, we speak, our main language is Shona. We speak in Shona, that's our native language. So what I've discovered is, a person without a degree is willing to switch to Shona. Their language is not filled with jargon, But someone with a degree, they want people to know that they're educated. You keep on speaking in English, but your customer is speaking in Shona. That doesn't work. When your customer is speaking in Nyanja, better switch and speak in Nyanja. When your customer is speaking in Debele, speak in Debele. They don't care whether they've got a degree. Don't show them. They want someone who's relatable. That's point number 6. Then point number 7, action-oriented mindset. Huh? Yeah? We're saying action. And I'm not going to be saying actions. We need to, Grant Cardone, one of my, that one is also my mentor. I like him, my virtual mentor. I like that guy. He's actually said massive actions. So you need to have mindset, which is going to say drive, mindset. Shift that mindset, action-oriented. Someone without a degree, if you tell them to clean an office, they jump and they just do it. But someone with a degree, what I've realized amongst the salespeople we actually surveyed, they don't want to do that. They've got their own rights. They say, I'm educated, I'm learned. So someone with a degree is not going to be seen doing these kind of things. So these are 7 things which I discovered when I made a survey whereby we brought in 50 salespeople, and the other guys, we interviewed them. We got 10, 5 had degrees, 5 had no degrees. But what we discovered is most of the degreed people were beaten by those who didn't have. I don't know why. It probably was because of attitude. Probably you beg to differ. You think that Jerry is wrong. That's okay. It's all about opinions. But these are facts. Because why? Even some of our customers are also giving us that same information to say, we have discovered that most of our salespeople, the ones without degrees, are actually doing better than the ones with degrees. So these are the 7 things which I noticed when we surveyed, and we saw that the guys without degrees are actually doing better than the ones with degrees. But anyway, it doesn't mean that you've got a degree. Having a degree is a sin. And it also doesn't mean that when we don't have a degree, it's also a blessing. So what I just want to encourage the guys with degrees, when you've got a degree, be humble. Just know that it's a piece of paper. You need skills. So be willing to learn from someone without a degree. Be willing to learn from someone with a lesser qualification, a diploma, a certificate. Be humble and you're going to be successful. So guys, until next time, I hope you're going to use these methods. I'm not saying you shouldn't hire the guys without degree, but I'm just giving you another perspective. Thank you guys. Until next time, it's Jerry out. Go out, sell more, make more sales. Remember, everyone is sales and sales is for everyone. This is Selling Like a Vendor podcast. Out.